My dad died recently. He died on December 28th of last year. I was in Oregon recently, and I was going to call him up. So I went to get his phone number, and I found his obituary instead. And it never mentioned my mother, or my sister, or myself, or his other wife, whose name escapes me. They're all old school names, Elma, Lois, and...
Let's call her Verna.
She also had 2 kids with her, and they were not mentioned in the obituary either. If you look at the obituary, I left a comment on it. Did you read that?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing just kind of blew me away. I'm not sure what to say about it. It's like I never knew him. I went out of my way to meet him 7 years ago. Spent a few days visiting, and he was cool. I mean, he seemed genuine, and I wasn't after anything, you know. And I continued to like correspond with him. It's kind of pre-email days for me anyway. And so we wrote letters back and forth, and then he quit writing to me. And so I kind of quit writing to him. And this year, at the holiday season, I was compelled to send him a Christmas card. I hadn't written him in, I don't know, at least 5 years. But something compelled me to throw a card in the mail, and I did. It was just a short note. Hope all is well with you and yours, something to that effect. And I never got a reply. And I don't know if he was really sick at the time. Well, obviously he was, unless he just dropped dead. I have no freaking clue. The obituary talks about how he and Alma, his current wife, how they were high school sweethearts, and that relationship was rekindled 28 years later. And that's it. It's like that 28 years is just like a void in the obituary. It's like nothing happened during those years, when a lot of crazy stuff happened. And it kind of blew me away in a way, because you would think, you know, especially in a guy's obituary, that they would try to settle some things. And it left me unsettled. And I don't like to think about things like revenge or being bitter, but goddamn, man, they always went out of their way to be shitheads. That's all I can say. So if there's some money floating around out there, fuck them, you know.
Yeah.
That's what I say. And I don't even give a shit, man. If it's $1,000, I'll take it. If it's nothing, I'll take it. But I don't know, I hate to fuck with an old lady, but that's pretty goddamn twisted.
Well, it seems to me, what, he was 83? 83 years old. And I can't imagine any part of it had anything to do with shame of you.
No.
But I think he was ashamed of that whole deal. You know, I think he called your sister when she graduated from high school, and that was about it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, fuck that non-entity.
Well, yeah.
But like you say, if there's a couple bucks in it, yeah.
I mean, it leaves you like with a bad taste in your mouth. It's like, couldn't even settle things like, I would have gone to the funeral.
Sure.
I would have gone, you know.
I know you would have.
And my half-sisters, whom I've never met, they went. They must have read the obituary. I can't imagine they were invited. And somebody mentioned them, some friend of my dad's, who started a country club in Albany, Oregon. So there's like scratch there. Wow. I don't know though. My dad was a fucking shyster, man.
Yeah. That's all I ever heard about him. Well,
wherever he laid his hat was his home, I heard.
But when he died,
all he left me was alone. Alone.
Well, knowing Magnar and Sister Olga, like I do, his fucking loss. And it's a shame that the half-siblings couldn't meet, because maybe it could be all cool and stuff. Will we ever know? I guess, who knows?
left some things in the ether of the internet, and I'm going to see if I get any reply from anybody. I did search around. I did some detective work. Apparently he was involved in television and radio in the Albany area. He told me he was a shyster, so that's what I did for a living.
Well, I know he gave my dad a shady watch. I did hear about that. Anywho, Rodger
Oofta, son of a bitch.
Half cousin, sibling, whatever's.
I don't think he's Norwegian, so I won't see him in Valhalla, but good luck wherever you do end up.
Good luck in Poofta land or wherever.
Shysterville.
Oofta.